The thing about gaming today is that it's no longer that nerdy little corner of the world where you went to escape bullies and practice your hand-eye coordination. No, now gaming is the mainstream, sprawling across every demographic like a digital kudzu vine. Even your Aunt Carol is sending you Candy Crush lives while she's waiting for her crockpot roast to finish. And at the heart of this multi-billion-dollar chaos sits Baldur's Gate 3, the game that somehow convinced a whole generation of basement D&D players to put down dice, pick up a mouse and say, "Wait, I can romance a bear in this? Sign me up!" Seriously, Baldur's Gate 3 has brought D&D to the digital spotlight like it's an indie band finally making it big. It's got everything: branching narratives, spell-slinging wizards, and enough awkward in-game flirting to make you question why your character always sounds like they're auditioning for a medieval rom-com. And the best part? The game actually rewards bad decisions. Like, you can fail miserably at trying to be heroic, and instead of dying, you're somehow crowned king of the goblins. It's like that the developers, most of us were disasters wrapped in gamer headsets and just rolled with it. And then there's Call of Duty, which updates itself so often you'd think it was trying to win the Guinness World Record for most DLC ever created in a fiscal year. At this point, playing a single match is like walking into a war-themed carnival. Do you want to storm the beach in World War II, jump through portals in the future, or just run around shooting clowns while a dubstep remix of the Star-Spangled Banner plays in the background? And let's not forget the player base. Half tactical geniuses, half teenagers with usernames so offensive they could power a congressional hearing on internet etiquette. Call of Duty is chaos incarnate. For those of you thinking, "I'm not really a gamer," let me stop you right there. You are. You just haven't admitted it yet. Because if you've ever touched The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, you're lying if you say you didn't spend at least 4 hours being a janky wooden hovercraft that crashed 10 seconds later. That game took everything great about its predecessor and said, "What if we gave you glue and an endless supply of bad ideas?" And it works! Everyone loves that glider mechanic because, for once, gravity isn't your enemy. It's just a strong suggestion. The real magic of Tears of the Kingdom is its unspoken promise. You will fail, but you'll look ridiculous doing it. I mean, there's no shame in trying to launch yourself over a mountain using nothing but 3 logs, a boulder, and an unearned sense of optimism. Sure, you might end up flattened by your own invention, but that's part of the charm. And don't even get me started on the Korok puzzles. Every time I see one of those little leaf-faced jerks asking me to carry them across a canyon, I wonder, why is this my responsibility? Don't you have wings or something? Of course, gaming isn't all medieval romances and poorly constructed catapults. It's also the world of speedrunners, those maniacs who play games like they're trying to unlock a hidden time portal. They'll take a game you struggled with for months, like Elden Ring, and finish it in 8 minutes using a glitch that involves walking backward through a wall while eating a sandwich. Watching these people is like witnessing a magician at work, except instead of pulling a rabbit out of a hat, they're pulling a win out of the game's broken code. And then there's streaming. Gaming isn't just about playing anymore, it's about performing. You've got people making millions by yelling at their screens while millions of viewers eat it up like popcorn. You ever watch someone stream Fortnite and think, "This kid is 12 and just bought a Lamborghini with his Twitch donations"? Meanwhile, you're sitting there thinking you've really made it because your gaming chair has lumbar support. Gaming today is also about accessibility, from mobile games you play while ignoring Zoom meetings to VR that lets you trip over your coffee table in stunning 4K. There's something for everyone. Don't have a gaming console? No problem. Just play Among Us on your phone and accuse your friends of murder until someone rage quits. Gaming doesn't discriminate. It welcomes everyone to the table, then flips it over for laughs. And let's not ignore how gaming has infiltrated pop culture. There are Mario Kart tournaments at family reunions, and the phrase, "you're sus," is now a part of everyday conversation. Even Hollywood's cashing in. Sure, we've had some interesting game adaptations, cough Assassin's Creed, But then you get The Last of Us on HBO, and suddenly video games are high art. People are out here crying over pixelated characters like they're Shakespearean heroes. It's beautiful, really. At its core, gaming is the ultimate playground for the imagination. Whether you're slaying dragons, building cities, or just trying not to get headshotted by a 9-year-old in Fortnite, it's a world where anything can happen. And isn't that what we all want? To escape for a while, to laugh at our failures, and to come back for more? Gaming gives us that, with a side of frustration and a lot of yelling. So, the next time someone says gaming is for kids, just hand them a controller, cue up Baldur's Gate 3, and let them try to seduce a bear. If that doesn't change their mind, nothing will.